Hi, Assalamualaikum. Today we are going to look at doing a review. Okay, what is a review? Right, generally a review is a short description of a film or movie, a play, or a review on books or gadgets or places. Places examples are restaurants, resorts, or vacation places. Gadgets can be handphones, can be laptops, can be probably iPads or touchscreen gadgets. Let's see. Alright, for today we're going to focus on movie review. Okay, basically when you're doing a movie review, whether it's writing or presenting, basically you need three main parts: an introduction, the main body, and also the conclusion. Okay, let's look at the outline of a movie review where you are going to be shown on how to arrange your ideas. Okay, let's look at the introduction. Okay, in the introduction, you can talk about the background of the movie. The background can be about where the movie comes from. That's the place. For example, if the movie is from the USA, you can say the movie is from the USA. If it's from Malaysia, you can say it's from Malaysia. You can also talk about the genre. Genre can be a romantic movie, adventure, horror, animated, or a comedy. And there are many other types of genre as well. That one you can search on your own. Next, you can also talk about the actors or actresses, the name of the actors. Maybe you can talk about the producers or directors. You can also talk about the characters, meaning the names of the characters in the movie or film that you are reviewing. Okay, these are only guidelines or examples. You can talk about anything about the movie, so you can choose whatever that you like. Okay, let's look at the summary of a plot. Okay, summary of plot meaning that you don't have to write too detailed. Remember you don't have to write too detailed about the plot, just to give the viewer or the reader a general information about what happened from the beginning of the movie until the end. So you can probably touch a bit about on the setting, meaning the place and time. Also the sequence of plot, you can talk about first what happened in the beginning of the movie, and then what happened next, and then and then finally the ending of the movie. So you just focus on the main events of the movie, maybe 3 or 4 main events only. Okay, remember you don't have to write or talk about it too long, because review cannot be too long because it will be very boring if it's too long. Next, let's look at the comments. We'll look at what you can talk about what you like or dislike about the movie or film that you watch. So in this part, you can touch on the plot, whether you like the plot or not. If you like the plot, you can just give reasons, maybe because maybe because it's interesting or not interesting. You can also talk about the acting. Probably the acting is real or not real. It looks it's disappointing or not. You can also talk about the soundtrack. Maybe you like the soundtrack, you don't like the soundtrack, or the music, special effects, characters, actors, scripts, costume, ending. You can talk about anything. Just comment on what you like or what you dislike. And then lastly, the recommendation. This is very simple. You have to talk about whether you will recommend this to anyone, or maybe you can also state what type of people would want to watch this kind of movie. For example, if it's a comedy, maybe you can say, oh, someone who likes comedy would be suitable to watch this movie, for example. Okay, let's look at the next one. Alright, now this is the some phrases that you can use when you want to write or want to do a movie review. Okay. Alright, let's look at the next one. Alright, now this is the text that you just read in your textbook, page 92. Okay, let's look at the introduction. So in the introduction, like we just discussed earlier, you need to talk about the background of the movie. Let's look at how they write the background of the movie in this text. See, that you must start with giving the title of the movie, of course, in the introduction, and then what genre movie is this? It's a sport film. And JCC and Brampalare are the actors. Right, now let's look at the next one, summary of plot. What is in this summary of plot? See the setting, set in 1980. Now let's look at the general comments. Okay, sorry, let's go back to summary of plot. Okay, in summary of plot, like I said, you can talk about the setting. The time is 1980, and setting in Malaysia, and it also it like if you look at the way it is written, it's very general. It's not very detailed. Okay, let's look at the general comments, whether you like or dislike this movie. Okay, it talks about special feature of the film. It talks about what the movie is generally about, teaches us to never give up. So it talks about the scripts, because the script teaches you to never give up. It talks about the characters. It's also talk about the setting, which is in the 80s setting. So like I said, when it comes to general comments, you can talk about anything and everything, up to you. But remember, you don't have to focus too much or give too detail. Just a simple review would be good enough. Okay, next let's look at the recommendation. Okay, like I said, the recommendation also very easy and very straightforward. You just recommend it to anyone that you think should watch this movie. For example, in this paragraph, it recommend this movie to all sports lovers, and also to anyone who like inspirational story. Okay, let's look at the next sample. Okay, let's look at the first introduction. There should be again the background, and then the summary of plot, general comments, and then also recommendation. Okay, what in the background? The title, Upin and Ipin, the Lone Gibbon Chris, and then the genre, an animated adventure movie, and also the actors, which are Upin and Ipin. Who are the actors? Are identical twins, and also their 6 best friends. Okay, now let's look at summary of plot. Like I said, summary of plot is just a general of what happened, general plot of what happened in the movie, the beginning and until the end. Just touch on the main events. Okay, let's look at the general comments. It talks about the script. I really like this movie because it is action packed and the script is brilliant. It also talks about the plot. A special feature of this movie is the portrayal of Malaysian classic characters such as Bawang Merah Si Tanggang. It was not boring at all. It also talks about the characters of Upin Ipin, which are successfully portrayed as strong. Right? Sorry, let's go back. Okay. As for the recommendation, if you can see I found this movie highly entertaining. So I recommend this for children and adults, and also to be watched together with family. Okay, so this is basically the review of a movie. It's very simple. You don't have to write or write too long. Okay, all right, that's all. Thank you.